in smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control.
Good morning, people. It is snowy outside, although it's already melting because it's warming up. But what's going to happen again is it's meant to get cold again later on and start snowing again. So it's just going to be slushy on the floor, basically. But it was nice to wake up to some snow. Although I am done with winter. If someone could hurry up and get here, I'd appreciate it greatly. I really am done with winter now. It's been like a cold, crappy winter, let's be real. I'm really done with it. I'm like, hurry up now. Hurry up and get warm. But good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are having a very good morning. We are live again on the old tube review. We'll be doing some BPM today, recording a video, grinding out stuff basically, getting the club stacked up a little bit too. Maybe some 78 plus picks on top of that. And cracking on with it. So I hope you guys are enjoying the morning. Good morning, Az. How are we, big man? Fred, good morning, mate. How are you, bro? Fakra, good morning. Tidy Friday, good morning. Charlie, I'm good, mate. How are you, bro? Good morning, Matt. Hope you're good. Hope you are good, dude. Let me just move the chat over here so I can see everyone in the right places. There's that there. That's been moved. That's perfect. That's good. There we go. What did everyone think of this Dada SBC yesterday? It's had some grief, but I actually think this is quite a good SBC. It's had a bit of grief because everyone's compared it to Acuna, who we had early on. But I actually think this is quite a decent SBC. I don't know if I'll do it, because it doesn't really fit. It doesn't really fit in with... I don't really run La Liga. So I don't think I'll be doing it. But he reminds me of the Kadaguri from last year. Like one of those ones that you should just do it just because. If you don't do it, you might regret it later on. That's what he reminds me of. Alberto, Zielinski, Fabinho, Griezmann, Ziyech, Correa, Hoiberg. 83 rated. Cash for Schmeichel. He's going by Schmeichel. So we'll do this first squads of Umtiti. I've seen a lot of people rate this Umtiti card, so I'm gonna have faith that he's good. I'm gonna have faith that he's good. A lot of people rate it. Put him there. Working from home is great, so I can actually watch the stream today rather than writing policies for once. See? Work from home is a dub. To be fair, work from home actually is a dub. More and more companies should keep doing it. It makes complete sense. Let's put in Malinovsky and Andre Silva. For small gold players pack. I remember the time when 83 rated squad would get you 25k pack. Good morning, David. How are you, bro? Thank you as always for being a channel member. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting it. How am I doing League SBC at the moment? We're going to record a video on it. I'm going to record a video on it on the best ways that you guys can do it, basically. Oh, good man. Just patching the tradable. What? How is that physically possible? From what? Danny Boy, by the way, I've seen your message. I saw your message, yeah. You can any shout out you want. If you get chosen, Lewis chooses it at random. If you get chosen, then yeah. Any message you want, basically. So if you want it to be a TikTok, it can be a TikTok. Boom. The Sergei Dada loan, whatever you do not do this. EA seen how far they can push their luck. Do not do that loan one. Horrific value. Should probably do Marky Matches, so I don't think it's worth it. The 12th man, Marcus Rashford. How many position modifiers have I got? Pack from a rare players pack. I wish I had that luck. Big question here is, are you going to keep or sell? That's the big question. Are you going to keep or sell? We've got 18 Shadows, 39 Hawks. Position modifiers, we've got 164 of these. I don't know what it's sell for nowadays. I'm assuming it's not masses, but... The loans disgust him. The loans disgust him. Consumables. If anyone does that loan, it basically is saying to EA, do whatever you'd like to do. Oh, so 1,400 each, the position modifiers. So I've just got 100k worth of position modifiers sitting there chilling. I should probably think about selling those. Because I've got a lot of these guys just sitting there.
I just wish you...
Not even do that. By the way, if you are a website subscriber, I put the Foot Fantasy guide in there for you guys yesterday. There's 6 players that I think you should buy, basically. And they're pretty much no risk. So I put that in there for you. So if you're a website subscriber, you've got that. And we're going to be putting a new area of the website out, which is basically all the stuff we're doing to grind the game. So you have the packs on there as well as the trading as well. Do BPM silver to 878? Yes, if you've got the time. If you've got the time, it is. Especially with the upgraded upgrade packs. It's definitely worth doing. Yeah, I would be selling him, Matt, personally. 100% be selling him. We'll make these coins back. Pack rate is up. We might pack them this morning as well. Right? Listen, my luck this year has not been good. Even yesterday, we finally packed an icon. And I was like, icon, Dutch! And then it was striker. And I was like, oh, okay. No hype. Clyber. He went straight into the pick. The World Cup hero pick. Straight into it. Right, just get these listed up because we want to make back some coinage.
Just wish you knew.
I just wish you knew. 10 million joke for one player. So I don't mind, right? I don't mind players being that expensive when the elite tier. But that Ginola, in my opinion, is overpriced. Based upon the upgrades he can get, he's already selling for what he would be selling for if he was upgraded. And even then, I still don't think he's that valuable to be 10 million coins worth. The Lib cards will drop again. They drop off on Fridays, though. I'll talk about it in the video, but Lib cards drop off on Fridays. When we get the supply of packs, they drop off. This has got to be done, unfortunately. I have to get this stuff sold up. I don't know what I spent on the Foot Fantasies yesterday, but it weren't masses. I just wish I... But yeah, I don't have a problem with players being expensive. It's not a problem to me. In terms of like, yeah, fine, these players can be expensive. The issue that I have with it to a certain degree is that a lot of the players for Foot Fantasy, I think, are being priced as if they've already got their upgrades. Good morning, Alon. Is Ginola up to 15 million? Is that his price range? The big problem I find with this year is there's no real mid-tier cards. It's either really expensive or really cheap. But you can build an unbelievable squad very cheap. Like, if you did that Gareth Bale card, which most of us did, you can link him up to, like, a half-decent MLS hero. You've got that Kamal Miller card now as well. You had that Vela card too. That is a really powerful team for very little cost. I'd like to have seen them throw a few more, like, off-league special cards in there that are as good as Bale. It would have been really good to see more people being able to use random leagues. But the big problem you've got this year is the way that they've done the chemistry system makes it very, very hard to really deviate from certain leagues. So for me personally, I like that Dardo card, but is it worth me doing that Dardo card when I don't really do any La Liga? Probably not. Whereas last year I'd use Caliguri because I'd be able to link Caliguri up to I'd be able to link Caliguri up to like Italian or whatever. So it was worth me doing him. This year I just don't think the same thing can be said. Still use Rubik as Insigne. I mean, he is still a beast. Absolute beast. But the way they did the chemistries this year, it just made it so much more difficult to deviate away from major leagues or major nations. Like, the chemistry changes were an absolute fail. They only thought about early game. Like, the fact that you could put together decent teams early game, there was no thought process to later game. And it's made icons almost obsolete. Like, icons are sort of pointless now. Like, you're only going to bother putting in elite tier icons. Whereas another year you might go, actually, do you know what? Let me throw in Prime Makalele to get linked and he's a half-decent CDM. This year you wouldn't bother. I'm good, Andy, mate. How are you, bro? I won't just be sitting here selling consumables, just for reference, guys. Let's get down to 50. We'll leave 50 in the club. We packed so many of them along the way, it's ridiculous. There we go. That'll take us back over 3 million again with the investments we made in the Foot Fantasy cards yesterday, which is a dub. But as you stop playing Foot and move to FM as times more constricted, thought I'd pop in the reason when I was playing. I appreciate that, bro. I don't blame you. A lot of people this year, I think, have had the same mentality. I think a lot of people have had a very similar falling out of love with Foot. I think a lot of people have. I think a lot of people have fallen out of love with the game, and I think it's a massive, massive shame, but I think it's been coming for a while. This is the problem with VPM at the moment. Most stuff isn't selling. You need to be hitting like the Sudamericana and Libertadores cards to really, really absolutely nail it. That's the major problem you've got at the moment. When the bronze rares are selling, it's unbelievable. But when they're like this, it's a bit like, well, meh. It was incredible the other day. It was unbelievable. For like 3 or 4 days, it was just unreal. Lost your dream job, must mean that to less time. I'm struggling to get into it, so... Oh, you got your dream job, which must mean that to less time. I love that, though. It's a good trade-off. It's a good trade-off. I count my blessings every day. Like, I can do this full time. Because I've obviously got the website. Which, by the way, if you guys want to make millions, we've put a lot of new stuff on there. We've got loads of new stuff going on there. If you do want to support the content, support what we do, the website is the place to do it. We guarantee you'll make millions of coins from it. We've got people that sign up at the beginning of the year. They pay for the season pass and they make 10 times what they spend on the website by selling their coins afterwards. I'm not going to mention names, but there's one guy who we know, he showed us the PayPal and stuff like that. He paid £5 grand from the website this year. £5,000 from the website this year. Admittedly, he does it while he's at uni, so he's got a lot of time to trade. He does it while he's at uni, and he basically treats it as like his part-time job. But he's made like £5 grand this year, which is absolutely mental. Everything I want to do, I already done it. Damn, it's gonna be a long night. Do you know the Icon SPC to boost the price of rares again? We need good Icon SPCs, that's the problem though. John Barnes and Vidic ain't gonna cut it. Scout for Brighton! I love that, bro. Come down and scout my brother. Come do it. A lot of travelling, I bet it takes out of you. I love that. That's awesome, bro. Congratulations on that. Everything you want to do, I already done it. Trading's really easy at times. Exactly. With the website, trading's the easiest thing in the world with the website. The website does it all for you, basically. We teach you how to trade, but it basically is a massive safety net on the website in that the prices are there for you, so you know you can't make a loss. That's absolutely awesome, Ollie. I already done it.
Can you
Why has he got value? Get used to travelling, that's why FM is so great compared anyway. That's very, very true. Do you play it offline then? Yeah. We travel around a fair bit for Sean's football around the south of England. But we don't go further than that because he's still regional. So it's not too bad, but there are games like Chelsea away is always like a 2.5 hour bloody trip because of traffic and stuff like that. Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Hopefully you find the most Moses cliche though, mate. Why can't you? Why not? Aim for that. Aim high. You've got to aim high at all times, man. No matter what happens. Best trading methods and the website for a free budget, still icons, yes. But Adrian, I would work with fluctuations. I'd look at the fluctuations. At the moment, in my opinion, because of the way the market is, fluctuations are great at picking up the fluctuations. They're so good at picking up fluctuations right now. Like we saw like 100, 200k deals yesterday in the Discord. Like they are, the fluctuations on the website right now are unbelievably strong. My promises. Play offline at the moment, create a club with rules like these 7 million players 8 years in third tier. Love that. But I love that. That's what, part of what makes it so good. So yeah, on fluctuations, what you can really do is sort it by like percentage from low point, and it'll give you a rough idea of who's where and who and what you can do. So like Hugo Sanchez 92, so his low point was 366. Current price is 350. There won't be one there, I don't think, at 350. That one would be gone because there's no way that's still sitting there. But we'll have a little look. Hugo Sanchez. It'll be like 370 probably, with my guess. Yes, the 350's gone, but I can keep an eye on Sanchez now. I see a 366, so we'll add him. And we'll keep an eye on him and just make sure we're, like, as much as possible, keeping a rough estimate on it. Dembele, he's low at the moment. So there's an undercut put onto market, and again, so we're adding transfer targets. Keep an eye on him. Thierry Henry. So you had a 181 earlier on in the market. It's a 189 there. By the way, this card, whenever I play against it, it's unbelievable. Transfer targets. Transfer targets. Keen base I'm not interested in. Seedorf maybe a little bit interested in. Play Seedorf. He had a 112 earlier on. There's a 112 still sitting there. So Seedorf's at a low right now. So it tracked his low down to 112. I'm not going to buy at 112 yet, because I think there's going to be a chance of getting cheaper than 112, but I can keep an eye out on Seedorf. And this has tracked everything. So it tracks absolutely everything. How much do you make an average per day with BPM? BPM isn't that great at the moment. It was very, very good the other day. It's now a bit meh. A little bit meh. It's not terrible, but I don't know if I'd be looking to make coins with BPM right now. You will make in the long term. No matter what happens in the long term, you'll make coins. But that means you've got to be willing to wait for stuff to go up in price, basically. Yes, I... See that undercut 282 early on. So his average for the last 24 hours this age with 300k, which is bang on what we'd expect. And then even better than this, this is the best thing we have on the website. This is the tier 3 bot in Discord, and it just basically, every time it finds a deal in the market, it pings you to tell the deal's there. So like, it's pinged Pedri, so I can have a little look at Pedri. There's a 105 on the market at Pedri at the moment. Add my transfer targets, and then I can just check Pedri. I can get him up and just check his price. There's 105, 106. Check his last 24 hours. It tells me he's had highs of 115, lows of 105. So it is low at the moment. So I know he's a relatively safe buy at 105, but I want to pay a bit less than that if I can. Yeah, icons usually Tidy Friday. But yes, you do this. Felipe Anderson. Marlon obviously collapsed in price last night, so I wouldn't touch him personally. Dumfries. So I'm not interested in this one. The one we're interested in is the other one. So 56. So I can keep an eye on this Dumfries. And we'll just check and go, okay, cool. Where's his prices been? Get this up here. Yep. And we'll just check Dumfries and I'll check his price in the hourly. So he's as high as 60 when Footwiz wants to work. Why is Footwiz being terrible? There we go. So as high as 68, right? So I'll buy that Dumfries at 56. Put it back up for like 65. 12 hours on him. He'll sell in that time. That's as easy as it is. The easiest thing you will ever see in your life. Like, nothing comes close to what we do on the website. Nothing at all. Even the 57 ain't terrible. So Dembele sold that. We got the Omri sold at 425. Let's add that one to transfer targets. And I can just keep an eye on the cards coming to the market. 410. So you just saw a 425 sell. There's now a 410 on the market. One 192, 190, 189, 188. Is there something leaked that's seen centre backs and stuff drop off? Ideally, like a 350 on a Sanchez would be where you want to be. 112 on Seedorf. Love where you put your hands on me. Still really trades were scared. Also 620k. What do you think I should do? Special cards. Work with special cards all day long. That's the best for your budget. Love where you put your hands on me. I'm really tempted by this 105. I feel like I should really go for it. There's a couple of 105s. Because where was Pedri before this Dada come out? I'm assuming Pedri was much higher. Because you have to be careful sometimes when you look at these cards. It's like, well, I'm going to buy these cards. So where was he before? He hasn't really been hit hard by Dada at all. He hasn't really been hit by Dada at all, really. Worth doing BPM upgrade silver? Yeah, it is worth it, Morgan. The problem is, how much coins you're going to get back in long term is debatable. Because it is a bit meh at the moment. 220. Let's have a little look at Mr. Cole. The highs are 233, lows of 216, 238, 220. See what sold prices he's had. 230. Mate, one went through at 158 today. What are you doing? 230. It's not terrible, but you probably want him at 210. Is there Pedro 104? What card is that? Is that Future Stars? That's not Future Stars. What card is that? Why do I always forget? I keep forgetting the cards. Is it Phenoms? Yeah. Thing is though, add these and see if you can get them cheaper. You've got the 106 acting as a blocker anyway. You've got the 106 sitting there acting as a blocker point anyway. Give me one good time. Jean-Pierre Papa. He's just a little one. Test him out. Jean-Pierre Papa. 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 Is there a Pedri at 101? The only thing you've got to worry about with this Pedri, the only thing you've got to worry about with this World Cup Phenom is that Dada's out. And it might be taking a bit of time for people to realise that he's going to get hit. People might link him up as well, which is the opposite, like the flip side of that. The dub pre-sat and loaded fluctuation, which was a dub. Royce Inform, Philippe Henderson. Figure out these. The 280 SIE wasn't a terrible deal. It's not quite what you'd want, but it wasn't a terrible deal. So we know he sold for 425. Why's the 410 still sitting there? Bear in mind that one's sold at 425. Dun, 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 dun. So 104 Pedri's gone. Who remembers when that guy came into the stream and went mental because he didn't like the music? Does anyone remember that back in the day? Someone went mental because he didn't like the music. He was like genuinely fuming. Like, you streamers all play the same crap gaming music songs. Be original. I remember that. He was angry. High point last 24 hours, 12 hours, 45. I shout strange people. I think it's because of my voice. I sound like I'm eating gravel. Busquets road to the World Cup. Assuming this isn't here. So 140. You want to 135 really. 140 is not really where you want to be. But they've all been, these cards have all been hit a little bit because of Dada, so you've just got to be a little bit careful. They've not been like slammed or anything like that, but you've just got to be a bit careful. Bit of Dalglish. Big Kenny Dalglish. Said there was a 567 on here earlier on. So that got brought up. See? So it was a 567, and the cheapest now is a 592. It's just gone on. Cheapest is 600. So you're not looking at massive profit if you bought a 567, but you'll get deals all the time. Oh wait. So Omi's high point has been 447 for his 90. Zelensky Road to World Cup. I missed the World Cup, man. It was so much fun. It was just so much fun when Doozy. Just games on all the time. So Kim and Jay is actually, Kim and Jay is unbelievable, man. Kim and Jay is an absolute tank. Love that card so much. Love that card. He's an absolute tank. Yeah, most of the time, Dan. Most of the pings are always, you're not going to make a loss on. Put it that way. $189, $190. I just think the World Cup, it was. Don't get me wrong. There was massive issues in fact in where it was held and that. I get that. I get that. But there's nothing like World Cup time. I just think it brings everyone together in the country anyway. Maybe not country to country, but it brings everyone together. Everyone's supporting the same team. Sort of races and religions are all sort of set aside at that point in time, which is why I quite like it. That one's gone, the 410. That one already. 440 sees 22 go. That's down to 418. Won't target multiple pidgeys, always target cheapest price, should be targeting more. No, so I put 2 or 3 on the market as buffers. So like a 106 and 104. So if the 104's there, someone might undercut the 104, but even still, if someone undercuts the 106 significantly, you're still gonna make very good profit. Hello, Rossi boy. We'll do 2.5 million, probably icons, mate. Tis the last one. I just don't want this guy to get a ridiculously good deal, which he's going to get. Bottom his high is like 440. So I don't want to pay more than what I'm paying now. So if I get him for 400, then we're fine. I can't really make a loss. If we don't, then we move on. Fine, cool. I'm not going to sit here and argue with him over that. But that champion that went on a minute ago at 79. He's probably been hit a little bit. So he's going to have been hit a bit 100% because of Dada. He's had 87s today, 85s. Good job of fluctuations, so don't get each other's deals. Yeah, hopefully not. YMC, no. Can't say I've heard of them. Doesn't mean they're not valuable though, just bear that in mind. It does not mean they're not valuable. Oh, I forgot about Dumfries. Oops. I literally forgot about Dumfries. That was really bad. That was very stupid, me. Finally starting to snow over here. It snowed all of it like last night. It's all melting now and then it's meant to snow again later on. So 111 now on Sador. You've just got to be a little bit careful, like I said, with the Pedris and the Busquets. Dardo's 100% going to hit their price. We're going to have hit their price. The only thing about it is people also will link them up. It depends. So our mentality is we tend to sell stuff and flip it on quickly. That's always our aim, is to get stuff flipped on quickly. We don't like to hold on to stuff for too long. Right, so we know he sells for 189 now or more. All I really want to know is when we're leaving. All I really want to know. So 189 sees you lose 9, takes you down to 180. So at the current fluctuation is meh. Dun, 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 dun. I think we'll quickly record the 5:15, so we've got that done. Let's record the 5:15 and go into detail about the packs and stuff like that. Yeah, Daniel, he's done. He fluctuates between like 90, 78, 79 and 90. But he'll be down because of Dada. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, FUZZBALL40. Thank you to everyone that has recently been watching, subscribing, liking. Makes a massive difference. If you do want to comment down below, write like this. Your comment will be featured in the video. It can be anything. Yes, Daniel Eldon. It can also be your TikTok. Lewis picks someone at random each time. So if you want to be featured in the video, make sure you comment. And I'll try and comment back to every comment that you guys do put. But a lot of people have been talking about the state of the sort of SBCs, like League SBC specifically, and how to get them done, okay? A lot of people watch what I do on this game and say, oh, like you do 15, 20 packs a day or whatever of League SBC and whatnot. And that is because I have the time to do that. I do this for a living, okay? It's not possible for everybody. But if you use your time well, basically today and tomorrow, because this video is going to go out on a Thursday, you can get this SBC done plenty of times during the week. You've just got to be willing to put the work in. Now, why has everything changed? The first thing to think about is EA have really been withholding silver supply quite often now. So the League 1 and Eredivisie SBC, a lot of people tend to use the silver cards in that because it tends to be one of the cheaper squads, or you sort of have to if you've got the players. So we only get silver supply usually on a Thursday as a guarantee, continue the amount of silver supply over and over again. So that's when the prices come down very, very low. They hold there for a day or two and then they start to slowly rise back up again. Now, back in the day, anybody that remembers when we used to do this on FIFA, like FIFA 19, FIFA 20 or whatever, certain cards would go from like 9,000 coins to 4,000 coins. You're making 4 or 5 grand a card. Like, it doesn't happen like that anymore at all. But Thursdays are the time to buy your silvers that you need for the League 1. We'll talk about that more in a minute. The problem you've got at the moment is the Libertadores and Sudamericana SBC. This SBC is very, very, very expensive. Very expensive because the main issue you've got now is a lot of the Libertadores cards have now transferred out of the Libertadores. They're now at different clubs. So a guy that I used to use a lot, I think it's Rodriguez is his name. Where is he? He is... There he is. Yeah, Rodriguez. So Rodriguez, who used to be relatively cheap, like 1,500 coins or whatever, you can now get him very, very cheap on the game because he's now playing in the Argentinian league, okay? And so because of that, you've lost a lot of the options. You have to have basically 8 gold players, 1 from each club. So it's a bit more difficult to get the chemistry this time round or get the golds in without spending coins. So there's a few important things to think about, okay? The first things first is these players are expensive because there's less packs being opened at the moment. At the start of a promo, there's lots of hype, lots of excitement. People open up loads of packs and it drops the price of these players down. As the promo goes on, people open up less and less store packs each day, which means that these players then go up in value, okay? So it's important to understand that. Next thing. When it comes to competing this SBC, you need to use the teams that have a lot of gold cards in them. So every time you compete this SBC, you should always, always, always be using a player from River Plate and you should always be using a player from Boca. They are basically discard price. It's relatively simple. You should always use a player from Vélez. They're not far off discard price as well. Estudiantes is not far again from discard price. They're pretty cheap to do. And they're the sort of teams that you bread and butter, basically, that you do. Outside of that, you then start to think, all right, maybe the unit is a Catolica. Unit Catolica, you might want to use Libertad, and then you add other players to it, okay? Now, a lot of these cards, so Pizzini this morning, for example, if I have a little look at him as I do this, 2,900, 2,200, we'll flick through. You're looking at just under 3,000 coins for this card, all right? Let's say, figuratively speaking, you've got to go and buy 3 players for this squad. You're looking at like 9,000 coins straight away, okay? Literally 9,000 coins straight away. The other thing you can do to make it easier for yourself is also to go to the Americana because some of their guys are a little bit cheaper because they're harder to link up their gold cards. In fact, it's impossible to link up. There's not enough gold cards from the Sudamericana, but they can go into this. So how do we go about getting these players cheaper? That is the vital point here. And it all comes down to supply, like I say. This Friday coming, if we're talking about Libertadores and Sudamericana specifically, a lot of packs are going to get open for Fantasy Team 2. What your guys' job to do is to work out which cards of these are still in packs, which I've given you basically here. You can see, there you go, screenshot it if you want to. Work out which cards are in packs and get a rough idea of their price. And this will give you a base place to look at when it comes down to what you want to spend on them. So let's say you've got a Sornosa, for example. We paid 2,600 for the sake of this video. And on Friday, lots of packs get opened up and this Sornosa gets down as low as 2,000 coins. You know it's pretty safe to buy him because you know he got to 2,600 coins before. So you haven't really got too much of a risk. But where you can make really, really good coins from these cards is from bidding on them. At 6 PM, when all these packs get opened up, a lot of people don't bother to list the cards up with a minimum buy now of like 2,000 coins. They just list it up at like a 650 start price. And you can pick these up very, very cheaply. Now, the reason that you do this is you're aiming to pick up as many of these players as possible so that you make profit from them. So if you've got Sornosas and you're picking up at 2,000 coins, you want to go and buy yourself like 10 of them. So if you buy 10 of them and you're making 500 coins profit on each card by later in the week, you get 5,000 coins. It means you can keep 2 of them for free. And you're going to repeat that amongst all these players as much as you physically can, okay? So you might go Isla, you might go Mena, you might go Baselli. I mean, don't go Baselli because he's cheap. You might go Silva. Any of these guys here are cards that you want to work with as much as you possibly can. The reason why it's best to do it on a Friday and maybe Saturday is purely because of supply. Weekend League also keeps their price down a little bit. So it's vitally important that you do that. Outside of that, the other thing you're going to want to do is to stock up on the silver cards that you get from both teams. And this is where you make very, very good profit. On tonight, we're going to get marquee matchups. Some people will open them up tonight on Thursday. Other people will save them to the new team on Friday. But that's where you're going to pick up all the silvers that you need for the Ligue 1, but also silvers that are Libertadores and Sudamericana. So if you go to Ligue 1, Ajaccio, for example, I've got 7 players here at the moment. They're all about 1,100 coins at the moment. You can get these guys on bids at 700 to 800 coins. Again, you'll sort of buy 3 of them, sell 2, keep 1, and that'll basically pay for them themselves. The more of them that you get, and the more sort of grind you're willing to put in, the more times you will complete this SBC repeatedly. If you only put in 10 minutes work, you can't expect to complete it 5 times in the week, 10 times in the week. If you put a good couple of solid hours in, you can complete it a lot more in that week. And then you have to understand that your coin total may dip initially, but you'll get your coins back by selling off the leftover silvers you've got and the leftover Libertadores and Sudamericanas that you've got. But you will also get your coins back by the packs themselves. Small Prime Gold Player Pack. Yesterday I was live on stream. We packed ourselves some really good stuff. We've got the Dybala special card. We've got Maignan. We've got loads of stuff. We've got about 100k's worth of stuff from the SBCs themselves. And so that's where you're looking to get as much coin back as possible. You sell everything. We even were looking at my club earlier on at 150 position modifiers just sitting in the club from me doing these methods. We sold them for 1,400 coins each. We kept a few of them. We sold them for 1,400 coins each. You don't, if you sort of stack up on your consumables and at one time go, right, let me list them up, you'll probably get back another 100, 200k of what you're spending. That's really the easiest way to do it. Now, again, what you have to understand, it's vitally important that you think about this. When it comes down to buying these cards, you need to have a rough idea of what they were selling for originally. So the Sudamericana I know about 900 today because I checked them earlier on. And again, the cards that you're interested in are these cards. You're not really interested in the bronzes. If they come down with them in price, then fine, so be it. You're more interested in the silvers, okay? And you're going to keep some of those silvers and you're going to sell some more of them. What you have to understand is certain silvers sell for a little bit more. So certain silvers will sell to this Cadavid, for example. He's basically sort of 1,000 coins. There's no real value in him at all. But some of them do dip above that price and they will sell for a little bit more. So someone like, let's have a look at Souza, see if he does at the moment. He's not at the moment. But some of them will sell for a little bit more value just because this guy here, for example, we could buy him and make a bit of profit from him. This guy here, he got any value there? Not really, no. Just because they fit into the SBC requirement a bit better, they're right mids or whatever they are. That one will be gone. They're right mids or centre mids or whatever. They'll sell for a little bit more, so you can make a bit more profit on them in the long term. And you can just do it that way. But again, if you know they're selling for 900, sort of want to be at 700 coins, and then you individually check the price of each card, because that's where you're going to get the most value back from, okay? So we'll sum it up. Thursday, silver supply. That is your time to buy your Ligue 1 silvers, and that's your time to buy your Comparable, Sudamericana, and Libertadores silvers. And then your golds, you're going to buy them on Friday with pack supply from lightning rounds or whatever it is that EA bring out for Fantasy Team 2, alright? That's how you go about crafting those free packs this week. It's the best way to do it. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon. This one, that one. Damn, it's going to be a long night. Boom. One 188, 189. Boom, 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 boom. So you can see, if you look at these cards here, you can just see them. They are being moderately affected by Dada, but nothing terrible. Another 111. You want like a 105 really. Where we're leaving, all I really want to know. So one of those Zabbies are sold already. Just a dub. That was me recording. Good morning, Francois. How are you, big man? I completely mentioned in the FUZZBALL40 video. I do try and like say hello to you guys as much as I possibly can though.
You're a rolling stone, but I'm a cannonball. You're not fooling me, not fooling anyone.
Not fooling anyone.
Your head in a cloud, so the Lord in an ocean of all this emotional. Rest be sure,
Not really understand why this Zola's never that expensive. It is a really good card. You've got to love the bot. I absolutely love this bot, man. It's unbelievable. Just click on there and it's like, here's the deal. Wait. Capdevia. I'm sorry, what? That's a left back. What are people doing? What are people doing? That is a left back.
you're a rolling stone, but I'm a cannonball.
You can hold Francois, but isn't he up quite a bit?
Not fooling me, not fooling anyone.
Seba, how you doing? Good morning.
Got your head in a cloud, so the Lord in an ocean of all this emotional. Rest be sure, I'll be there when you're looking for some
Golden Mbappe on mid push gas. I go push gas to the icon touch. He's 350k now. I mean, I'd be inclined to sell. Some good filters on 90k trading. Silver, Ligon. Probably like Lil's decent. Thoughts about Qatar United? It's down to United fans as to whether they're happy with that. The thing is, we all judge on it basically, but most people would take it if it came into their club. Most people take that sort of value if it came into their club, so I'm not going to judge. It's rife in football now. We can complain about what we want, but it's rife in football now either way. People with the human rights abuses and stuff like that. I think you've got a manager that would spend it well. I don't think he'd spunk it out of the wall. I think you've got a manager who would spend it very, very well. So if you're going to give anyone money, give him it, basically. Let me break it down. Europa League live for Odegaard. That's his road to knockouts, isn't it? 55.5. Let me break it down. But try to grind it 100%, yeah. The grinding now is there's so much to improve on the game. So much the game that can improve your team. It's definitely worth doing it. Like, it's easy to get a team that's competitive. Like, really easy to get a team that's competitive. Pay 120, I don't really want to pay more than 120. Let me break it down.
Don't know why you left me bleeding. With a broken heart, tell me if I deserve this feeling. I thought that you know.
It's a Rauho card. Everyone had such hopes for it when it came out. But it was so overpriced for the fact that he was Uruguayan, and they probably weren't going to do that much at the World Cup. Like, that Araujo card was priced at like it was a French centre-back. Think watch your Bond Silver upgrades at the moment. I've done a bit of it. I have done a bit of it. But not as much as I probably would normally do. I normally do a lot more. There are some ridiculously cheap cards in this game right now. So is he gone down because everyone's packing, that everyone's selling for Fafana now? If anything, he should be up. So people linking him up, he should technically be up, really. Yeah, the Saliba one doesn't make any sense to me. The Saliba one makes no sense to me. At all. It's one of those cards I'm like, why are you so expensive? I don't really understand the Saliba situation at all. Again, I think some of these fantasy foot cards are priced as if they've already got their upgrades. A lot of people are pricing them like they've already got their upgrades, and I'm like, nah, it's not. That's not the way. Did we get that? Cole? That's a really good pickup if we did. Dubs! That's a nice pickup. That's a very nice pickup. 235. 222 is an undercut. 230 sees us lose 11.5 down to 290. That's perfect. We're fine with that. Probably could have got a bit more, but we'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. Actually, Schweinsteiger's got 255 on the market at the moment, right now. Then there's a Nesta 92. So he's had 270s Nesta. Two 70 sees us lose 13, 257, that's fine. And Schweinsteiger. What's his sales been? He's had 270s. The 280s. It's a bit of an iffy one that pickup, to be fair. 285, 27. Might be one of those ones that we get out quite quickly, so I don't think that's that great a pickup. I don't think that's that great a pickup. What's your best 93's done at million? Why is he so cheap? Why has he come down? As just fighting Soldier minus 124k, you're very happy. Things you'd love to see, Matt. Things you'd love to see. How many games did Rivals we still got enough to do? He's got 2 wins still. Like my music, it's just a playlist on YouTube Music. Just a non-copyright playlist. It's called non-copyright gaming music. I've not been asked to play the game with you this week, like the gameplay, because it's just meh. No, that's literally not who I end it to. Again, aim it where I'm aiming it. Let's go, Baps. Let's go, Baps! Baps! Snowing here again. It's actually, problem is the ground's wet now. The ground's wet now, so it's not going to make a huge difference. How long are you going to hold that advantage for? Let's go, everybody! That is how. To the Rob with the bookie team just say no. That's how we go and get an easy win. I hate guys like him that just dance on the ball ages. Like, let me just dance on the ball for ages. That's like I'm good at the game. You're no good, my friends. Get out the match now. Get out the fucking match. Some of this stuff I'm on 0 at 25, I think. Shot on target clearly. Wait, how are they saying that's not? Mate, that's not... That's nonsense. That is nonsense. They are scamming you lot. That is nonsense. How are they going to try that? The ball shot at the goal, but it's not a shot on target. Sorry, it's not. It wasn't hit with his right foot, therefore it's not a shot on goal. Lol. No, I bet everyone's streaming. Mate, 107's not bad to say though. Pin Depay SPC, very good SPC. Very good SPC. Will I be doing him? No, because I don't run La Liga Santander. But if you do run La Liga Santander, you've now been given Depay and Dada in the space of the last 2 days. So they're massive improvements for most people's teams. 65 quid, they'll have to change it. If enough people kick up fast, they'll have to change it. There's no way they get away with that, surely. There's no way they can get away with that. I'm trying to tell you that's not a chance. Not a chance. I know it's roughly 136. Nah. Sean played last night against his old team. Against his old team, Benizurst. And they went and won 4-1. Just taking a punt on that, Fernandez. We bought Buddy Shaw earlier on, didn't we? Paqueta. Still working doing Silver Trade videos. Yeah, not as much as it used to though. More Lontos in the market. What, 74? I don't want to buy too many. We've sold one of them already, but I don't want to buy too many. The amount we've got is perfect for now. If you want a long hold, the Foot Fantasy cards are a good investment right now, Matt. If you're happy for long hold, like if you're not going to be doing masses, then the Foot Fantasy cards are 100% a good one to go for. Yeah, I think that. Is that on Vincent? Okay. Yeah, so if you want the website, by the way, I put the Foot Fantasy investments in there for you yesterday. Like, the reasoning for why you'd buy them and stuff like that. It's all there for you guys. This card literally only has value because he links up Mbappe and stuff like that. The only reason why this card has any value because it's a bang average left back. Completely bang average left back. So 58 basically its price, 55, 56. Wait, someone is talking about 17. 17k. And we've just missed it. 17k. They're on a wind up. 17k. Not a website apology moment for 4 match by choices. I mean, they all work. They all work. It's just better ones that are the ones that are better than others, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. I have no idea, Colin. No idea. There's nobody else. I love how they tried to make Jabber like remotely relevant like 5 times this year now. Give him an SBC, give him a World Cup card. Every single time they've got an opportunity to try and make him relevant, they tried, and it's just failed every time. Do. Oh, you wouldn't want to wait when there's a 107% there. Think of you every morning. There's nobody else. Saw one of them yesterday, I think it was. So just do a half-decent card, that Ferran Torres, even without the upgrades. Yeah, but TOTY SBC was just a price for me. Skinny R's one that I'm like, meh. I'm a bit meh about him. Is that from the bot? Yeah. It was from the bot, indeed, yo. Someone lifted up the Sonic 340. Are you mad? Got a 345 sitting there. Are you mad? How much did I invest in Torres? I didn't invest in Torres. I just bought a Torres because it was low. I hunt the card. No, we don't hunt the cards. Don't need to. This is the website. This is the Discord part of the website. This bot here basically pings us and lets us know when cards are coming down on the market, so we can go and watch them, track them, check their prices and whatnot, and then go and buy the cards if they're a good deal. So that's what we've done so far this morning. So now it's us to track everything basically with the website. So we track that basically, and the bot basically looks at everything. Fabian looks amazing. Fabian looks absolutely brilliant. Objectives too. What objectives have I completed? I'm guessing nothing good. Embrace equity. Goodbye, kit. Engine badge. Yep. Goodbye, engine badge. No interest in you. It's such a terrible aimed card for the season, that Balogun. It's genuinely terrible. Use Discord, yeah, we've got Discord, completely free to join. That's part of the paid area. We've got a Discord, if you want to join it. I can get a link for you now, for anyone that wants to join it. Copy. This is the Discord link for anyone that wants to join our Discord. It's completely free to join. Anyone's welcome in, as long as you're not a twat. You're welcome in. If you are a twat, you are not welcome in. Hello, Champion Jim. So 78 plus and got Kill Fantasy Foot Heroes. I'm just never going to get anything good this year. I've accepted it at this point. I've accepted that it's not going to happen this year for me. I've just accepted the life does not have that in store for me. Romero. Where's the Boca players at? Okay, where's all the Boca players? Why not got any Boca players? Okay, well, we'll be going to buy some. We'll use a River Plate for now and then we'll do it afterwards. Couple of Libertadores. Let's go with Diaz. Let's go with Godin. Let's go with Mena, let's go with Pacelli, let's go with Silva, Barbosa, Sornosa. One, two, three. Does that work? Good. And such a question for sure, sorry. What high point do I look at fluctuations? A rough average. A rough average of where they'd be. You want to make sure it's a rough average. You don't want to, it's not physically possible to get it bang on every time. Ajaccio, Auxerre, Angers, Monaco, Clermont Foot, 7 Clermont Foot, 8 even. Lorient. Submit. So I can't join. I'm sure you're not a dick. I'm sure you're not. Palinia, Basuma, Moreno, Dunk, Keane, Tomiyasu, Melia. Then we should be able to put in like meh La Liga Santander cards. Bundesliga and Syria. Pack like this year's mad. Mine's terrible. Genuinely terrible. It's been shocking all year. At no point have I really packed anything of note. That I can remember anyway. I've packed absolutely nothing of note. Kaká early in the year. To be fair, I did pack Kaká early in the year, like I've said about 400 million times before. But outside of that, literally nothing of note. As like I said, I'm at the stage of just accepting it's not going to happen this year. It's going to be a dry year for me. It's going to be a dry year. Romero Fernandez VR. Fair play, that's it. In he goes. Just to make sure we're using these guys up. That'll do. Libertadores. Roche. Villa. Suarez. Isla. Trinetti, Godoy, Pizzini, they've got one Libertadores, one to their can't even. Do that there, that there. That there. So we're good there. They give you 100 sometimes ago, you probably used up all your pack. Like, to be fair, that was a long time ago now. That was a long time ago now. When it was like 19 or 20. They were a long time ago. Biggest total player goal VV it's 275k about 3 months ago. I just don't think it's been a very good year for pack luck for anyone, really. I think everyone's been a bit like, oh, yeah, I've got nothing. It's the amount of times I see people that stacked up packs for a promo, and they open up 50 packs or 60 packs and just get absolutely nothing in them. I see it happen all the time. That's why we're saying pack stacking just isn't worth it. If you're going to pack something, you're going to pack something. Submit. Jumbo gold packs. We'll take that. Nothing special, but good coins. Don't think he's got any value. No value. Can't be asked for that one. Turn and zoom still sells. I hate that celebration, turn and zoom. I hate it with a passion. Literally hate it. It angers me so much. Prime Electrum. Fallen Magic World Cup Casillas. I always think Casillas is a right keeper anyway. Casillas always gets a lot of grief that I don't think he deserves. Personally, I don't think Casillas deserves the grief he gets. I got good stuff on Sean's account. Of course, you're going to give me one untradeable. Man of Solomon, isn't it? We got Team of the Year Van der Sar, Team of the Year Icon Van der Sar, and Pushcash joined Team of the Year on Sean's account. But on my account, we got nothing. Janssen, Madueke. No, that's fine. So Demir Bay and Janssen going to 78 plus pick, I think we'll do it. My life in peace. Hello, boss boy. You pack when you launch for a new promo? No, I think actually when the promo first comes out, the pack rate's relatively high because they have to get them onto the market, and then it slows down as the promo goes on. That's my theory, but I'm probably wrong. I'm almost certainly going to be wrong. 78 plus. 84 Perisic. We'll take that. It's not bad. Could be better. Could be worse. Right, small rare gold. Didn't need to do that one first. We can at least get a board out of it. Of course we get Pereira again. We literally just got him. Literally just got him. Absolutely ridiculous. This is tradable at least. Small prime gold is tradable. So it's had to be nice now, yeah. Now's the time to do it. Not really, no. Insigne. We can sell him if we want to, but I might just keep him. Thiago Mendes. Right, 245Ks to end everything off for today. Don't give me Man of Solomon again. Ahmed. To be fair, he looks alright. For the Championship centre back, it looks alright. He's pacey. Right, final one. Final pack. We get an informed walkout. Sells. We've already got him, I think. We do have him already. I don't think he's tradable either. I'll find a place to put him tonight. Alright guys, we're back again in the morning. There'll be a video tonight for you guys at 5:15, alright? Have an amazing day. I love you very much. Thank you for everything you do. Check out the website. If you want to make millions of coins, I guarantee you'll make millions at the website. Just fact. It helps support our content, allows us to do this full time. and we give you guys as many things as possible to work with to make coins with, alright? Have the best day, alright? Peace out.